Also great to know that the original Bosnian invasion force destroyed so much of the Earth's military and population and landmarks, and yet there's still armies around invading other countries. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stoneface Reactions. I'm Theta, and we are back to another episode of Voltace 5. We are now officially 10 episodes in. I have forgotten off the top of my head how many episodes there are. 40? There's 40 episodes. We are 1/4 through the series. And, sorry, if you don't remember, we do record these live on Fridays, starting at 11 a.m. Well, or at least we do at the moment of my recording this now. Things are happening in the future that I have made frequent comments about, so hopefully we still are. We'll find out. Anyway, that said, though, I don't really know what's happening in this episode, unlike the last time, where it was very clear from the untranslated next time on that General Oka was going to get attacked. This one just feels like I think Zool is going to go anti-magnetism on their asses and try and prevent the Voltace 5 unit from forming together. Because that would be, I guess, interesting in a non-important, non-political, non-backstory forming episode to show what they would do if they couldn't form together, or if they couldn't vault in, considering that's been, like, the driving force behind every team building episode has been, oh no, we can't vault in. Let's buy some time until we can vault in. We vaulted in, we won, right? So an episode where they have to win without vaulting in would be interesting in my eyes. But that said, I guess let's go ahead and hop in and see what the episode's about and see if I'm anywhere near right.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button.
Comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
Once again, I'm not playing the xylophone along with it in anticipation of just not being able to play the xylophone along with it anymore. Another element I want to add of slight disappointment in the show is that they don't do cooler things with the giant floating skull attack fortress. Like, it's obviously got these giant cannon for eye things, but all they ever seem to do is use it as like a mobile observation platform. Or hell, last episode they literally just used it to bring trucks in, and I guess the folding bridge could technically be its tongue. I don't know. When Phil Fisher showed the trailer for Voltace 5 Legacy, and you saw that thing in live action, I was like, oh, that is pretty awesome looking. With the anticipation that it would do stuff. I guess that's the Bosnian homeworld with the circles around it. Rings, I think is what they're called. Sorry, I was watching the opening. I didn't want to miss something for the start of the episode. So Prince Heinel is watching how the Voltace 5 forms together, assuming buying us time in the episode by watching the same reused animation again. I mean, just to be fair, it's what's happening. It was thirsty. Harsh. Again, the knowledge that they put the brains of their things in it implies that that was actually a swordsman. They put his brain into a machine. Breaking a glass. Breaking the glass. You figure they've crossed 14,000 light years. They would know how magnets work.
まあよく聞け。重視ボンボスはボルテスの超電磁を調べるために設計したんじゃわ。超電磁を調べるため？まずスピードにかけては何者にも負けぬ。そして目にはボルテスの内部を映す。
Okay, so that previous fastest fighter known is now already not as fast anymore.
明日開催される第二次国際防衛機構に出席の各国代表が今朝続々と羽田空港に着きました。防山星人の攻撃を防ぐこともさることながら、その前に世界が仲良くしなければならない。それにはイストリア国が水爆実験をやめることじゃ。
この会議をきっか
It's
け
a
に
Storia.
国際間の摩擦がなくなればいいんだけど。
コメット国こそ水爆貯蔵をやめなければならないので。
Damn those Incans and their hydrogen bombs. I've always been saying on this channel, haven't I? About those Incans and their hydrogen bombs.
水爆実験を直ちに中止するであろう。以上。ふざけやがって。お互いにてめえの国の利益ばかり考えてやがる。会議が思いやられるわい。なんてことだ。ボアザン星人が地球を支配しようとしてるんだぜ。
Again, the Earth was only protected by one mech in one country, where it beat one beast machine and a couple of flying saucers, and yet the rest of the world is somehow fine.
もう一度世界各国が協力しなければならないという機運が盛り上がってきたのです。今ここに再び全世界の人たちはボアザン星人から地球を守るために国際防衛機構会議に結集したのです。世界の皆さん、ボアザン星人の攻撃に対し討議する場ができたことを私は大変嬉しく思っています。会議に先立ちビッグファルコンの偉大な指導者浜口博士から
Again, the only thing fighting the enemy.
世界の皆さん、ボアザン星人はなぜ我々が住むこの地球を支配しようとしているのでしょう。それは人間を奴隷として彼らの無知の支配で働かせるためです。この野望を打ち砕くには各国間にわだかまっている醜い紛争を一刻も早く中止し、再び地球全人類が結集することです。我々がボアザン星人に勝つにはボルテスの力だけでは勝てません。世界
He's been doing a pretty good job so far.
ことこそ勝利への道だと信じます。この意味において世界防衛機構の成功を切望いたします。
How many people not clapping?
地球の虫けらどもがいくら集まろうがそれは問題ではない。要はボルテス5の超電磁を打ち破ることだ。はい、すでに作戦は開始しております。
Again, we're never going to address the fact that Zool tried to betray you and get you killed.
今にボルテスの超電磁の秘密は知れますわ。
未確認物体が東京へ接近。
I have to think super electromagnetism is just some weirdly different version of electromagnetism that doesn't operate on the same spectrums.
ボアザン星人め、まさか国際会議場を狙って。そうか。世界の代表を倒せば人間は奴らに降参するとでも考えているのか。よし。
Oh, yeah, I mean, because the professor is one of the delegates. But also the fact that we can always track these beast machines
思った通り出撃しよっただ。これで超電磁の秘密
should mean that we should be able to find the fortress that they come from.
ダッカ国は侵略をやめよう。侵略とはその言葉はサファリア国にこそ使うべき言葉。とんでもない。ダッカ国こそ我が国境に集結している軍隊を早急に引き上げさせるべきである。あなた方は何の目的で参集したんです。敵の重視が東京へ接近中という報告が入りました。
Maybe we should use some of those Incan hydrogen bombs.
ボルテス5がいる。心配はない。ボルテス5が倒してくれる。
Also great to know that the original Bosnian invasion force destroyed so much of the Earth's military and population and landmarks, and yet there's still armies around invading other countries.
重視だ。この速さではボルテスチームが到着するまでに敵は東京を攻撃できる。全部の防衛隊に迎撃準備は通達したか？すでに完了しております。ミサイル発射。
You'd think I was watching this at a high speed or something, as fast as the missiles launch. I was really hoping the skull thing was going to shoot the I-beams. Also, that warehouse said ICBMs.
ボルテスはまだなの。ボルテス5はどうしたい？何をぼやぼやしてるんだ。ボルテス5は。
You know, maybe you shared the design of the Voltace 5 with a couple of countries. It wouldn't just be one. Guess I was wrong about the power plant thing.
間に合わなかったか。攻撃開始だ。ボンバーミサイル。ブルーミサイル。ベルトカッター。
Again, just another critique. It would be great if any of these weapons actually worked. They've never been effective against the Beast Machine. I mean, this Beast Machine is actually rocking them harder than anyone before, I feel like. Gardo had the sense of maybe being able to rock them, but Dajiro had a feeling not to fight it before it could have. 'Cause you're just gonna record it and then do something with it later? Okay, we're using the same technology that we just watched them use against the Oka abduction last episode to see inside of the Voltace 5 as it's forming. That's pretty smart. I'll give that to them. It does continue the use of something we've seen before. Again, the really weird organization of where each cockpit is. Like, Megumi is in the foot, or the other two guys are just in the crotch. I'm gonna be real disappointed if this episode ends with something stupid like Zool just didn't record what he was seeing, so when the Beast Machine gets destroyed, they lose all the information. Yeah, we're not in danger at all. This is like watching a movie.
弱すぎる。こんなに弱い重視は初めてだ。
こんな弱い重視ってあるかい。
天空圏を食らわすこともないぜ。
I would doubt that that's ever going to happen. Where they don't have to use the sword. That's how every fight's gonna end, I assume. Except for the one where... Oh wow, instantly proven wrong. But now these guys are going to be so overconfident in the Voltes 5's abilities.
弱すぎる。なぜだ。こうあっさり重視を片付けたんでは、今後ますますボルテス5に
Just
入
said.
りすぎて、世界の人々は安心しきってしまうぞ。
Meanwhile, 1970s supercomputer.
将来今に見てろ。間もなくコンピューターがボルテスの超電磁エネルギーの秘密を暴いてくれる。博士、お呼びですか。
お前たち重視との戦いに何か感じたことはな
Its
かった。
giant glowing eyes.
いいえ。
感じたといえば合体の時に重視の目から光
Boom,
線を
there
発
you
射したよう
go.
な気がするけど。
光線か。フライトコードにも何の変化も見られんのだが。
僕の記憶回路をリピートします。あの光線は X 線です。
X 線。
まさかボルテス5の内部を
See, instantly Taco is like one of the most vital members of the team.
ボルテスの内部が映し出されるなんてそんなバカな。
諸言隊、諸言隊。
臨時ニュースを申し上げます。第二次世界防衛
Also not for nothing, but being bombarded by beast machine size level X-ray that can see through metal of your machine. Probably not good for you, the pilots.
地球上の戦争の危機を回避することこそ大事であるとの結論を得たようです。
なんてこったい。まるでボルテスが無敵だと。
Literally the worst news announcement ever.
お偉方たちは。
そうだよ。
We're gonna continue fighting each other while you guys protect the world.
博士、このまま黙ってるんですか。早速国連へ乗り込みましょう。そして怒鳴ってやるんだ。人任せもいい加減にしろって。
親父さん。戦うのをやめたかったらやめろ。私は引き止めはせんぞ。お前たちは誰のために戦っているんだ。世界の人たちのためか。
決まってない。
そうか。ではなぜ文句を言う筋があるんだ。
So I handle the current news cycle, ironically.
それでいいではないか。お前たちが強いんだ。むしろ誇りだと思わんかね。分かったら敵の攻撃に備えろ。奴らは何か企んでいる。何かを。
I mean, unless you end up having to fight them because they invade the country that you're in and you have to defend it from them with the Voltes machine, then it would matter.
超電磁エネルギーは磁粒子をクラウンコイルに流すことによって発生するのか。やったぞ。ファイナル様、超電磁の秘密が。
見事だズール。さすが我が基地の科学担当官。
As a spy within my organization.
ボルテスを倒す目処が立ちます。
ついに勝利の時は来たのか。ズール、でかしたぞ。世はどんなにこの日を待ち焦がれていたか。地球は今世の手に入ったぞ。でズール、超電磁を破るには。
目には目、歯には歯、超電磁には超電磁を。
Oh, I would have thought negative polarity.
ボルテスが合体する時を狙って発射すれば、お互いのエネルギーがぶつかりゼロ、つまり超電磁エネルギーは消滅。
直ちに装置を開発せよ。ズール、措置の命令は世の命令じゃ。皆の者にもそう伝えろ。
はは。いいか、勝利は目前じゃ。私は超電磁エネルギーを破る方法を発見した。直ちにその装置を製作する。かかれ。おお。
It's weird that these slaves don't have to wear the manacles and everything. Like the one that we sent out to give the fake specs of the last beast machine for. But we still whip them, apparently. wonder where they were captured from. During the first episode, we heard a lot about how many deaths were incurred by certain places, but they didn't cover, like, specifically people going missing. Probably. We're working with probablys here. So it grew? It grew, and it grew, and it grew, until it became a robot.
全然重視の接近は感じませんね。一平さん、コーヒーでもどうぞ。
ああ、もうコーヒーも飽きたぜ。博士は必ず重視が現るって言っておりますわい。敵は必ず攻撃をかけてくる。それも意外な方法で。
Also, I wouldn't have thought that was a catfish. I would have thought electric eel. Especially because she says it could generate power. Untested. Is it powerful? Your answer should have been, I don't know. See? Every episode. Every goddamn episode, somebody gets slapped or punched. For no reason. No good reason. Probably doesn't help, you know, but they're just putting animal brains into machines.
あの頭についている変な装置は何だ。
Here's the thing, though. This has been 20 minutes of episode about the plan to stop them from being able to form up. And there's like, what, 3 minutes of episode left? So either this is going to be a multi-parter, or this is just going to all fail completely. Or they're going to win, like, instantly. Oh, no backing sound. No backing sound means it's not going to happen. I mean, you'd think. It would have been great to have done this, but also have the second beast machine to take them on with. Or for that matter, again, use the giant I-beams on the skull ship.
ついに敵の超電磁破壊装置がボルテスの合体を打ち破った。もう二度と合体をすることはできないのだろうか。今、全世界に破滅の危機が迫ろうとしていた。
So we are having a two-parter. Huh. again, they're doing the thing though that I complained about with the beast machine that could form together from two different beast machines, where like it pins the Voltace 5 to the ground, and then it turns into like a giant wheel of death instead of just attacking it when it's weak. The catfish, which we just saw floating in the water, developed giant spiky tank treads. To do what? How does that help, right? Arguably, its giant beam that prevents the Voltace 5 from forming together is also a super weapon. It doesn't need the giant spike tank treads. And again, giant skull ship could just shoot him with its giant skull eyes. I don't think we've ever seen that thing shoot. I have to think that's the dad, by the way. I don't think I've ever addressed this in the ending.
超電磁を破られ合体不可能となったボルテス5は大損害を受けてしまった。全滅の危機が迫るビッグファルコンに5人の命をかけた秘密兵器ウルトラマグコンが今その姿を現す。
Oh, I
次
see.
回ボルテス5蘇るボルテス5にご期待ください。
Again, I have no idea what they're saying. But it seems to me what's going to happen is that other beast machines are going to attack the other countries of the world, and they're going to be forced to see that they need the Voltace 5, and Voltace 5 needs their help as well. I feel like that's what I'm seeing happen. So, while they all come together behind the Voltace 5, the professor's going to find a way to counter the super electromagnetic field thing. I assume that's what's going to be the thing coming up in the ground that he's going to satellite dish thing. Is that when that thing fires its beam at the Voltace 5 machine trying to vault together, he's going to fire a completely opposite beam at it, and it's going to allow them to form together. My anticipation. Because otherwise, again, they gave the catfish treads, and now it's going to crawl along the ground. I mean, also, I had to have noticed, like, right there at the very end, they painted the ground underneath the Voltace 5, implying that even though the fight was over water a moment ago, now they're just deep inland. Oh well, either way, I appreciate that we're getting a two-parter cliffhanger, 'cause it's the first cliffhanger. I think I was alluding to that before, when I'm like, well, we got 4 minutes in the episode, and they've built all of this up. It didn't feel like they were going to go for like an instant win or an instant loss, because that would just like ruin all of the build-up. Either way, though, I don't really know much of where to go from here, because either we're going to start going from episodic episodes, like the first fourth of Voltace 5 is going to be episodic, and the last half is just going to be longer storyline, or we're just getting a two-parter here, and then we're going back to episodic stuff. I'm hoping for longer storyline. Because, I keep saying, I like the in-depth stuff, like the Prince Heinel backstory episode, or the Mitsuyu sacrifice episode that followed into the gravesite episode. Those are good. I understand that this is very early on in serious robot genre stuff. This is like part of the romance trilogy, so it's not like what we're focusing on doing. But even if we're doing it experimentally, I want to see more of the experimental stuff than the episodic super robot stuff. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Either way, though, those are my thoughts. And once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stone-Faced Reactions. We'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stone-Faced Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?